Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Cup of Joe with Jordy. I am your host, and today I am joined with
John. How's it going, everybody?
We are pretty excited to be here with you guys. Hopefully, you're getting your day started off with a cup of Joe, and I'm not just talking about the coffee. You're here with us right now. Have a little 20-minute segment for you guys. We're going to be coming to you live on all those Pilot TVs, your Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as Twitch. Our channel names on both are MegaSota for you guys.
Of course, we are also streaming on a lot of those awesome Pilot TVs, like you just said, and we just sent them out to a lot of new locations, including the following: Smiley's Tavern, B&L Bar, Moen's Bar, Rodney's Tavern, Oleander Saloon, the Big Dog Sports Cafe, and Lamplighter Bar.
Absolutely, and we have even more of those Pilot TVs getting rolled out to you guys all over Minnesota, so definitely be in the know about which locations you can watch us directly on there from, but we have so many other streaming platforms that you can watch us anytime, anywhere. And you guys definitely want to be sticking around, because in just 10 minutes after we get off air, right at 12 p.m., we're going to be jumping into that Twins Bingo. They're 25-cent cards like always, and that prize has grown over $1,000 already since it went out this past weekend. It's at 52 balls like always, but we're trying to give out that great prize.
Awesome stuff. But of course, right after that, we jump into the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent cards, and we run that from 1 to 4 p.m. That miner's actually looking pretty good to start things off. It's at $99.30. You can get it in 56 balls or less, and if it clicks up in 70 cents, it will get to $100, which means it reaches 60 balls or less to win. And then, of course, $150 means you reach that final milestone of 64 balls or less to win.
Absolutely, and the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter has a pretty similar prize on the line right now, just about $100 more, but it's at that 56 ball count already as well, $196 on the line, and you guys know the drill. Once that gets over $200, that very next game is going up to 60, 300, it caps off at 64 balls, and that cash will continue to grow until it gets in your pocket.
Awesome stuff. But of course, we have some jackpot winners from yesterday that have already won some of these jackpots. And we got Wiz over at SAC starting things off with $656.80. Nice job, Wiz.
Yeah, nicely done. Next up, we had Forget You D over at VFW Austin, who got to take home $1,056.
Awesome. And then we have the biggest jackpot of Monday night over with Angry Bear over at Carboni's Pizza Northfield, winning $9,115. Nice job to Angry Bear.
Yeah, hopefully it helped you not be so angry.
Very true.
But that last one we ended up giving out went out to Guy over at McCarran's Grill and Pub, who took home $2,337.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to all of those jackpot winners from yesterday. You guys were doing a lot of great stuff yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, we had some Jackpot Hunter minor jackpot winners from yesterday, and actually both of them got onto. Oh no, not both of them. Both of them.
They would have.
Yeah, they would have, but something happened. But Wiz did get onto the major jackpot list, so nice job, Wiz, winning $656. But what would have been a jackpot of $640.55 was split up between Sheila over at Vic's Bar and Grill in Moorhead and Ryan over at Old Piper Inn. Both of them splitting up $640.
Absolutely. Nicely done. That is some great prizes that went out yesterday, and we're closing in on that next amount. I think we're at about 496 jackpots. We are closing in on the 500 jackpot mark, and that is super, super exciting. So hopefully we can get there today. But you can also take home some jackpots in the eTab side of things, and so you guys could definitely check out the latest one we've released. We're going on I think we're about 3.5 weeks out since we've released it. It's called Break the Bank. It's definitely a lot of fun. There's super fun characters in there as well, and you definitely want to check out that banker bonus round where you pick the lucky safety deposit box in search of some big prizes.
Oh yeah, 100%. Definitely check it out. Let us know what you think. But of course, that leads us directly into what we're looking at today with some weather. And it's over in Shakopee, Minnesota. It's looking mostly cloudy to start things off, but there's going to be a high of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be blowing east to southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So looking like a pretty nice day. But you know what's funny? I feel like we should throw a curveball every now and then and just measure all the temperatures in Kelvin.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd like that.
100%.
That'd be definitely a fun little twist. But we actually
just make you guys work for it.
Yeah. Do some calculations to figure out what the weather's actually going to be like.
Oh, yeah.
But we do want to tell you guys about the nighttime, because it is going to be a little bit more shaky in the weather side. And so it's going to be cloudy with some rain developing a little after midnight. So you shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But that chance of rain is 100%. And so you definitely want to be in the know about that. It's going to be a low of 50 degrees only. Winds will be going about 10 to 15 miles per hour still. And you're looking at about a 1/4 inch of rainfall.
Oh yeah, 100%. So definitely looking like some decent weather. And like a little bit of rain to get those plants watered. But of course, taking a look at what we got going on today, we got some Twins bingo happening right after this from 12 to 1. It's the 25-cent edition, like always. And on that jackpot, it's already at $1,001.83. And we got 52 balls or less to win that awesome jackpot. So definitely try and get at it. It's a pretty good one.
Absolutely. And while you guys are playing those 10 games, you're not just going to be taking home some cash, but also some points towards the Twiking Zone, so you compete with our top 10. And there was some shakeups, actually, as we officially saw that tie in 9th place get broken up. Now in 9th place solely, it's Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon, who sits with 110,000, leaving Pooba back to 10th place, who still sits with that 107,000.
Awesome stuff. And then we got 8th and 7th switching spots. Yo-Yo has fallen back to 8th place over Valley Inn with 124,000 points. And now 2,000 points ahead in 7th is Lucky Tim over at Lakefront Bar, taking Yo-Yo's spot. Now they have 126,000 points.
There's about 10,000 points separating them from that next player, though, so it is going to take a little bit of a push if they want to move up in our standings even further. But other than that, there hasn't been many other shakeups, and so our top 3 still sit pretty solidified, with Sinbab over at Corky's Bar Southaven in 3rd place, who has 183,000. With exactly 200,000 points, though, in 2nd place, we have Nan over at Corky's Bar Southaven. And in 1st place, we have Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine, who's sitting with 256,000.
Okay, nice job to all those players. You guys are all doing great stuff. But of course, these locations actually have no shakeups happening either. Or not either, but they don't have any shakeups happening themselves. Just a lot of point totals being upped. Let's see if there's anybody getting closer to each other in here.
I'm hoping that Main Street Pub and Kimball in 10th place can get it into that 200,000 point club, so we can make it our entire top 10 in that point class or higher,
100%.
as they are the only location that still sits in the 100,000 point club, and they sit with 166,000.
Very true. But it looks like we have a pretty close string of locations right here in 6th, 5th, and 4th.
I think we have a tie getting formed.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I didn't know if it was a typo, so I was like, I'll take a look at that. But yeah, so we have a tie being formed between 5th place and 6th place now, both in 5th place. 5th place is now Steve-O's and Crystal and Eagles Rochester. They have 282,000 points apiece now. Nice job to Steve-O's, able to, boost up into that next spot. But they're not very far behind 4th place, Corner Bar and Goodhue. They have 287,000 points in 4th place. So definitely they're going to have to watch out for those 2 locations behind them.
Absolutely. But our 3rd place location is officially in the 400,000 point club, which is super exciting to see. They are now sitting with 403,000 points in 3rd place. In 2nd, we have Corky's Bar Southaven, who was in that point class, but they're only about 10,000 away from the 500,000 point club and should be making it to there soon. They sit with 490,000. But in 1st place, no one is rivaling this location. VFW Spring Lake Park has absolutely been owning these standings this season, and they sit with a whopping 784,000 points.
Nice job to all the locations. You guys have been going pretty crazy this season, especially VFW Spring Lake Park. But of course, we do have a lot of ETAB stuff to talk about. Right now, we're listening to the soundtrack of Wild Walleye. It's a pretty cool one. I like it. But of course, if you don't feel like fishing with Wild Walleye and stuff, we have over 50 different charitable ETAB games you guys can check out here at Pilot Games. Play any of them anytime to win some huge prizes up to $1,500. All of these games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, and awesome bonus and free play rounds as well. So definitely check them out. Let us know what you think, and maybe let us know your favorite one too. I think mine right now is probably Penguin Palooza.
Is it?
Yeah, it switches every once in a while.
Yeah.
It was Roaring 20s for like a very long time, but I think Penguin Palooza is like, for some reason, just popped in my head first.
Yeah, absolutely. I usually go between Penguin Palooza and Going Bananas.
Going Bananas, I feel like it's kind of like the same like feel, but just in very different environments.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, so
I absolutely love it though, and even a little bit of Make It Rain. I mean, who doesn't want to see Ben Frank throwing a little bit of cash?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, of course. But of course, we do have a lot of awesome stuff going on today. Following the awesome Twins Bingo from 12 to 1, we have some Jackpot Hunter happening, the 25-cent edition from 1 to 4 p.m. We have a lot of awesome prizes geared up for you guys, starting off with that minor jackpot. It's at $99.30, only 70 cents away from clicking up in ball count into $100. But for now, it's at 56 balls or less to win. That major jackpot is at $2,246 and 49 balls or less to win. And that mega jackpot is at 25 grand and 44 balls or less to win.
Absolutely. You definitely want to be out there playing those games. And it's a great warm-up that leads you right into our happy hour show that goes from 4 to 6 each and every day. It's a lot of fun when we come back on air and try and give out as many jackpots as possible. We start off that happy hour show with Lucky 4 Bingo, the first round right at 4 p.m. And if we don't give out that $15,623 jackpot, you guys will get a second opportunity right at 6 p.m. after we finish up those 23 games of the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter that we also play that have some great prizes on the line. You're coming in with a minor that's already starting the day out at $196 at 56 balls or less, just $4 away from getting up over to $200, and then that very next game is going to be clicking up to 60 balls or less. We also have that major at $3,848 at 48 balls or less, as well as that mega clicking up in ball count over the weekend, 44 balls or less now, $100,000 on the line.
Definitely some awesome stuff. So come on out tonight from 4 to 6 p.m. for that happy hour live stream. But speaking of that live stream, we got some Jackpot Hunter standings to take a look at. It's what you guys earn points for when you play the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter from 4 to 6 p.m. every day. But these these players are looking pretty crazy. We got a three-way tie right smack dab in the middle of the standings, and that is the only tie. But it's actually filled with some pretty big names because we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon, Two-Way Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar, and Kev over at the Deer Stand. They all have 61,000 points in 6th place. But even that tie is not very safe from any shakeups happening because, I mean, you look behind him, 9th place, only 2,000 points behind his brother Nat with 59,000 points. 5th place, only 2,000 points ahead, is Kimmy over in Nisswa Legion. They got 63,000 points. It's looking pretty close in these standings.
And I mean, even Crazy Kid in 4th place, who sits with 64,000. From
true.
9th all the way up to 4th place, it is anybody's game at this point. I would not be surprised if we see Brother Nat getting out there and tying it up with them as well. He's been playing under the name Brother Nate, though, so I think he's pretty safe from getting those points. So we'll see what happens there. But our top three still sit pretty solidified. Not Lucky over at American Legion, fifthly in 3rd place with 83,000. With 124,000 in 2nd place, we have Bull at Corner Bar in Goodhue. And then also at Corner Bar in Goodhue, we have our number 1 player, Bobo, who sits with 151,000.
Awesome stuff to the players. But, of course, these locations are looking pretty good. We got, let's see. Oh, there it is. I was looking for the shakeup, and we found it. It's in 6th place. A tie being broken up. Not broken up, being formed.
Oh yeah.
My God, I'm all over the place. So, from 7th place going into 6th place, we got Tasty Pizza Hanger 45 making it happen over in Hilltop with 104,000 points. Joining Riverboat Depot and Sartell, they're both in 6th place with 104,000 now.
They are some big-time locations, so I can't wait to see what kind of shakeups are going to happen and who's going to prevail. Who do you think is going to break out of that tie?
Ooh, I gotta say Tasty Pizza Hanger. I've
honestly,
been seeing them all the time.
I'm gonna agree. They were the location that Crazy Kid was playing at when they got that huge jackpot, $35,000 went in Crazy Kid's pocket. They were playing and had some huge implications on the standing. So I'm definitely excited to see what else they have in store. But other than that, there hasn't been many shakeups, and there aren't very close-knit races going on. Everyone is pretty solidified with some big gaps between them. So in 3rd place, we sit with Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 195,000, but with 233,000 in 2nd place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park, and in 1st place, we have Corner Bar in Goodhue, sitting with a whopping 392,000. Do you think they're going to make it to the 400,000 point club by the end of the week?
I could definitely see that happening. It's only Tuesday, and
Yes.
Corner Bar is usually very active all throughout the week. So
Absolutely.
I could definitely see it happening. But good job to all of these locations, though, including Corner Bar and Goodhue. You guys have been hot this season.
Absolutely.
But, of course, following that awesome happy hour live stream with those 2 chances at Lucky 4 Bingo, one at 4 p.m. and the second one at 6 p.m., those 23 games of Jackpot Hunter. After all that, we got some Skull Bingo happening from 6 to 10 p.m. It's the $1 cards. It will be briefly interrupted because it is a MegaSota game night, but we'll get to that in a second. So because of that, you'll be able to play Skull Bingo from 6 to 6:40, and then afterwards about 8:30 to 10. Those are going to be the 2 times you can play it. And of course, starting it off for those prizes, you got the line prize at $493 and 10 balls or less to win. That large
right.
frame jackpot is at $1,321 and 43 balls or less to win. And that coverall jackpot is sitting at $11,821 and 50 balls or less to win.
Definitely some great prizes on the line. That line prize has been starting out the day these past 2 days with some great prizes. Yesterday, it started out the day with about $600 on the line, and so it was absolutely insane. It was probably the largest I had seen the line prize starting out a day amount. But this one is closing in on $500, and that is going to be a great prize that goes into one of your guys' pockets. But we were talking about that interruption as it is a Tuesday, meaning it is a MegaSota game night for you guys. At 6:40, that's when Tony and Nikki are going to be taking over, trying to give out as many PGL points and jackpots as possible. You'll even get an extra opportunity at playing the Jackpot Hunter game, where if there's any big prizes left over in the $1 edition, you'll get that extra opportunity. They'll also be ending off their time with a Jackpot Jungle coverall. That's the $1 edition. So in 54 balls or less, you could take home a jackpot of over $12,369.
Awesome stuff. But of course, the PGL action does not stop tonight because it goes on to tomorrow with TwinsWinsDay. Goes from 7 to 9 like it does every single Wednesday. Got a lot of awesome PGL games to fill that time, on that Wednesday night. But of course, at the very end of the stream, we have one game of Jackpot Jungle to get into. It's the 25-cent edition. So on that coverall prize and 52 balls or less to win, you could get $12,586 before anybody enrolled to the game. So definitely come out, try and get a chance at it. All those games are a ton of fun.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. You definitely want to be a part of it, especially that high-low game we offer on TwinsWinsDay, where the biggest loser gets to take home a first-place prize.
Oh, yeah.
But the only way that you can earn the PGL points that are awarded on those specialty nights is by making sure you're signed up at pgl.world. Once you're a member of the Pilot Gambling League, you won't only be able to compete against each other for those PGL points, but you'll also get access to insider information, get a brand new logon to download that Player Connect app, log on and watch our streams directly, as well as interact with us directly on there too, as well as a monthly newsletter. And we actually will give out you guys information in the next coming weeks about our annual event PyCon, and that's the only way you'll be able to register, so make sure you sign up at pgl.world.
Oh yeah, 100%. But in the meantime, we got some brand new people that just joined up. We're going to highlight them really quick and throw them out some beginner's luck. But starting it out, we got Chicken Dinner, we got Pete HDS, Vivi M, Wildlife 97, Number One Mom, we got Chapster, Regs, Mac MC, Trip G91, and Augustus BD.
Absolutely. Do you have a favorite player name right now?
I think Wildlife 97.
Wildlife 97.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with
mess
Number One
Wildlife.
Mom.
Oh, Number One Mom is, definitely go 1 2.
Absolutely. So we'll see.
I mean, it has to be number one. Number one has to, she has to be
I feel like all moms are number one.
Oh, 100%. It's just kind of like all tied up there.
Yes.
100%. But of course, speaking of being tied at number one, unfortunately, we don't have anybody making a tie at number one in these PGL standings, but they might be getting pretty close, so we'll get to them in a second. But we'll start off with these player standings. We got to have a whole ton of just shakeups happening as usual in the PGL. 10th place, Raya's 22 dropped from 8th place to 10th. Sarah Honey was dropped from 7th to 9th. Bucks was in 9th, actually rose to 8th, so nice job, Bucks, over at Rustic Saloon. And then OE50 over at Stanchion Bar rose from 10th all the way to 7th place, so making a pretty sizable jump. Nice job to OE50. But other than that, the top 6 are remaining pretty much the same. I mean, Nixon is in 6th, Bryzo's in 5th, and Forget UD is in 4th. But honestly, during that whole span of players, they're pretty decently close considering its PGL points.
And I mean, even our 8th and 7th place players, Bucks and OE50, are only 300 points away from each other. 315 to be exact.
That's
that is
ridiculous.
absolutely insane, and I cannot wait to see what shakeups happen tonight. We still have Big Dog at Rustic Saloon in 3rd place, Keith at Billy's Rockford in 2nd, and Bam Bam sitting with 2,200,000 points in 1st place.
Yeah, I feel like it's always somewhat of a game to get to Bam Bam in 1st place, but it just never happens.
No, I keep thinking that Keith is going to steal it away and steal it one of these nights, but it just doesn't happen. And so I've been rooting for him, but they are the only other player in the 2 million point club. So they are close knit. They are only about 130,000 points away from each other. And so we definitely can make it up in a single PGL night, but it'll take a big push.
100%. But it will definitely be pretty crazy if that happens. Me personally, I'm predicting it won't happen.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm hoping that he proves me wrong. I love being proved wrong on these standings. But we got some PGL locations to take a look at really quick. The top 5 is looking pretty good. 5th place is America American Legion Cleveland. 4th place, Blasco's Embassy Bar over in St. Peter. 3rd place is Poppers over at Virginia. They actually made a really big rise last week, rising from 5th to 3rd. So nice job, Poppers. But 2nd place is Billy's Rockford, and 1st place is still 3rd Rail Bar and Grill.
Absolutely. But if you guys want to stay in the know about all things Pilot Games and everything we have going on all the time, our Facebook page is the place to be. You can give us a follow and a like on Facebook and be able to keep up with all of our weekly bingo schedules, event details, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. If you're brand new to Pilot Games, that link tree is going to be your best friend. It's got direct links to all of our streams, social medias, and locations around around Minnesota where you can play Pilot Games.
Oh yeah, 100%. But of course, that leads us directly to our player spotlight to close things off, right? And Crazy Kid over at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 ended up taking away the player spotlight for this week. Nice job, Crazy Kid, winning $35,310. That is a crazy jackpot. But when they won that crazy jackpot, they were supporting a really awesome charity, and it's the Italian American Club Foundation. And their mission statement is to preserve the Italian American heritage and culture, to promote and inspire a positive image and legacy of Italian Americans, and to strengthen and empower ties between the United States and Italy.
That's amazing. That is a great charity to support. And remember, each of those locations you guys are playing at supports different charities around Minnesota. Take that into consideration while you're hopping into Twins Bingo in just 10 minutes. And guys, remember, while you play Pilot Games, your community wins.
Bingo runs from 12 to 1 every single day, and the combination of the points you earn during that Twins Bingo combined with the points you guys earned earlier on in the season playing a little bit of Vikings Bingo gets combined for a great standings called the Twiking Zone.
Absolutely. And I'm going to hop right into these top 10 player standings because in 10th place, we start off strong with Elsa and over at Titan Sports Saloon, who sits with 104,000 points. And now in 9th place, we got Pooba over at Brian's Bar and Grill with 107,000 points. In 8th place, they're closing in on Lucky Tim over at the Lakefront Bar, who has 111,000 points. But with 123,000 points, in 7th place, we have Yo-Yo over at Halfley's Bar. 6th place is Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue, who has 136,000 points. 5th place is Mikey Wins over at Steve-O's with 148,000 points. With 152,000, though, in 4th place, we got GTZ over at the Midi. 3rd place is Sinbob over at Bedrock, who has 176,000 points. But with 187,000 points, in 2nd place, we have Nan over at Corky's Bar, South Haven. And in 1st place, still holding on to the rankings, it is Scrub-Eye at VFW Blaine, who sits with 241,000.
Well, good job to those players. Let's get into the locations. 10th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball with 157,000 points. With 196,000 points in 9th place, we got VFW Blaine. 8th place, we get into the 200,000 point club as Carboni's Pizza CR Beards is sitting there with 207,000 points. With 254,000 points in 7th place, we got Our Place on 3rd and Faribault. 6th place is Steve-O's and Crystal with 257,000 points. With 278,000 points in 5th place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue. Then we got Eagles Rochester in 4th place with 283,000 points. 362,000 points for the 3rd place location, American Legion Fridley. 2nd place, Corky's Bar South Haven with 469,000 points. And then you just skip over the 500 and 600,000 point club because with a whopping 754,000 points in 1st place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park.
That is super impressive, and I can't wait to see what kind of records are broken in this tail end of Season 11. But make sure you guys are coming out each and every day from 12 to 1 to try your hand at that Twins Bingo.
Hey guys, and we love RPGL nights. They're probably my favorite nights of the entire week. Tuesday and Wednesday nights. They're an absolute blast where you guys earn PGL points for those standings.
Absolutely, and you guys have been competing so hard for this top 10, so I'm going to let you guys know where all the players are sitting at. In 10th place, we start off with OE50 over at the Stanchion Bar, who sits with 1,048,700 points. Then in 9th place, we have Bucks over at the Rustic Saloons, who sits with 1,059,365 points. Then in 8th place, we got Reyes22 over at the Old Town Tavern, who sits with 1,140,835 points. With 1,152,600 points in 7th place, we have Nixon over at VFW Roseville. 6th place is Sarah Honey over at Eagles Austin, who sits with 1,152,790 points. That's right, that's only about 100 points separating those two players. 5th place is Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill, who sits with 1,263,970 points. But with 1,341,885 points in 4th place, we get Forget UD at Eagles Austin. 3rd place is Big Dog over at the Rustic Saloon with 1,742,925 points. But then in the 2 million point club, we jump right into 2nd place with Keith over at Billy's Rockford, who sits with 2,004,440 points. And our 1st place player, who's been holding on to the spot for quite some time this season, Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post, sits with 2,133,180 points.
Those are some crazy point totals, but we get into even more crazy point totals when we get to the location side of things, because in 10th place we got Neighbors Pub Dover with 4,004,155 points. With 4,059,159 points in 9th place, we got Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 8th place is VFW Northfield with 4,314,390 points. With 4,327,730 points in 7th place, we got Leo Sports Bar in Mazeppa. 6th place is Poppers in Virginia with 4,903,239 points. With 4,988,400 points in 5th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord, and now we get into that 5 million.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the first games of Twins Bingo. We're about to get into it, only about 30 seconds away, so we're getting rolled. But I am one of your co-hosts, John, and this is the other co-host.
I'm Jordy. You might have just seen us about 10 minutes ago when we got off a cup of joe. If not, you missed out. Come out tomorrow at 11:30 for you guys.
That's right, that's right. But of course, right now we are live on Pilot TV, the Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and on the Twitch app as well. Our channel name on both of those places is MegaSota. So check in on any of those broadcasting platforms. We will send you out a little bit of luck for this games. But of course, we have a lot of brand new Pilot TVs we just sent out to a lot of awesome locations. We got a little list of them right here.
Absolutely. So if you're at a location like Smiley's Tavern, B&L Bar, Moen's Bar, Rodney's Tavern, Oleander Saloon, Big Dog Sports Cafe, Lamplighter Bar, or even the Dam in Orr, Minnesota, you guys are pretty lucky because you're watching us on a brand new Shining Pilot TV. But don't worry if you're at a location that doesn't have one. We have got so many getting rolled out all over Minnesota, so be in the know about where you guys can watch us directly on there.
Oh yeah, 100%. So definitely hope you guys are enjoying those brand new TVs. But we do have balls dropping on this very first game. We got that $5 line prize, $5 large M, and $1,037 on that coverall prize. Looking pretty good, but you got to get it in 52 balls or less.
Absolutely. But hopefully you guys can take home this jackpot over today in the next 10 games and be like one of our lucky winners, as we ended up giving out 4 separate jackpots yesterday, making it 28 for the rolling week and 496 for season 11.
That's right, but we do have a couple winners. We got all close over at Rich Spring Golf Club and No Show over at McPete's Sports Bar and Grill. Both of them splitting up that $5 must-go prize. Nice job, you two. But of course, those 4 jackpot winners from yesterday, they were going crazy. They got Wiz over at Saks winning $656. Forget UD over at VFW Austin took home $1,056.94. Nice job, Forget UD. And then we had Angry Bear over at Carboni's Pizza Northfield actually taking the biggest jackpot of the day with $9,115.32. And then, of course, closing things out over at McCarran's Grill and Pub, it was Guy winning $2,337. nice job to you 4 jackpot winners from yesterday.
Absolutely, but we gave out some more prizes during the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter yesterday in our happy hour show. We gave out 2 separate ones, and one of them ended up being that jackpot that went out to Wiz, taking home that $656, and that other one was over $600. They ended up getting to take home $640, but it was split between 2 players, and so it didn't get to count towards our rolling total, but it went out to Sheila as well as Ryan. Sheila was playing over at Vic's Bar and Grill in Moorhead, and Ryan was over at the Old Piper Inn. They both got to split up that great jackpot of $640. Sorry.
Awesome.
A little bit of dyslexia.
That's right. But of course, either way, nice job to all of you jackpot winners from yesterday. You guys were going crazy. But of course, we still have balls dropping on this game. Unfortunately, did move right past that jackpot on the coverall. But we got Asa over at Big Dog Sports Cafe taking away the large M. And man, I was hoping it was going to happen right after. But of course, we got a couple players 1 ball away. In the meantime, while you guys are trying to get after that coverall, we have a little bit of ETAB stuff to talk about. We just released a brand new ETAB game the other week. But before I go into how cool it is, we got a couple winners. We got Scrub Eye over at American Legion Fridley and D Stemp over at Good Times Restaurant. Both of them splitting up that $8 must-go prize. Nice job, you two.
Yeah, nicely done to all the winners in game number 1. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 2, and that jackpot is going to be rolling it over.
Ooh, 100%. But of course, brand new ETAB game I was talking about. It's called Break the Bank. You guys might have already tried it out a couple times. It's a lot of fun. But try out your luck in that banker bonus. It is definitely a blast. I mean, who doesn't mind, taking money from the bank? I got to say.
Oh, yeah, you get to break the bank. Well, not breaking your own bank because they are pretty cheap to play, and you guys will have a lot of fun. And I guarantee you'll love it, and so definitely check that out. And we're even going to be releasing some new information about our next ETAB game that's going to be released. So make sure you guys are checking out our Facebook page where we post all of our new information on there. You can give us a follow and a like once you search up Pilot Games and be able to keep up with all of our new information getting posted, weekly bingo schedules, event details, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. That link tree is absolutely the most useful link you can find on our social medias.
Oh, yeah, 100%. So definitely check us out on there. And obviously, you guys can always shoot us a message if you're not finding exactly what you're looking for. We will be more than happy to help you guys out. But of course, only a minute and a half left to get into this next game. We got that jackpot over $1,000, 52 balls or less like always. And we'll be playing this until 1 p.m. And we play it every day from 12 to 1 p.m. And we get 10 chances at this jackpot. It's the 25-cent edition of Twins Bingo. It's a lot of fun. But of course, we have a lot of awesome stuff in store for the rest of the day and for every day of this week too.
Oh, yeah.
So we're about to let you know what else is going on, including right after this, the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition happening from 1 to 4 p.m. We got that minor jackpot looking pretty good, to be honest. It's almost $100, but now it's at $99.30, available in 56 balls or less to win.
Absolutely, but that's going to be clicking up to $100 as you guys get enrolled in that very first game. So if it doesn't go out in that first game, that's going to be clicking up to 60 balls or less in game number 2 for you guys, and that's when things really get interesting as we try and give out those prizes to you guys. But you also have to look out for that major on the line that's about $2,246 at 49 balls or less, and not to mention that mega at $25,000 at 44 balls or less, looming over the top of all those prizes as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. But of course, we do have that awesome Jackpot Hunter $1 edition stream happening right afterwards. That's right. And of course, during that stream, we have 2 chances at Lucky 4 Bingo. One happening right at 4 p.m. and the second chance happening right at 6 p.m. You can get a chance at over $15,623 on both of those chances. But in between those 2 chances, we got exactly 23 games of Jackpot Hunter, the $1 edition to play. During that time, we get chances at that minor jackpot. It's over $196 and 56 balls or less to win. Once it reaches $200, it clicks up to 60 balls or less to win, makes it a lot better chances. But of course, that major jackpot is at $3,848 and 48 balls or less to win. And then mega jackpot is at $100,000 and 44 balls or less to win. It's finally started to click up. Hopefully, it will start to click up even more soon, because once that does, it's a pretty slippery slope to when it starts to go out.
Absolutely. But after that second round of Lucky 4 Bingo, right at 6 p.m., you get that second opportunity at that over $15,000 jackpot. That's when we hop right into some Skull Bingo. That's going to be going from 6 all the way to 6:40, and then from 8:30 all the way to 10. You guys are going to have some great opportunities at these prizes, as we ended up having having the line prize starting out today at $493 already at 10 balls or less, as well as that large frame at $1,321.80 at 43 balls or less, and that coverall prize at $11,821 at 50 balls or less. But before we go any further, we got a winner.
That's right. It's Kirby over at American Legion Fridley taking away the $6 line prize. Nice job to Kirby.
Nicely done. But that interruption tonight is going to be that MegaSota game night tonight. It happens at 6:40, goes all the way to about 8:30 for you guys, and so you guys will definitely want to be there. Tony and Nikki are going to be taking over. It's the only time you get to see them each and every week for the biggest bingo night of the week, and they'll be ending off that night with a Jackpot Jungle coverall at $1. That is a 54 ball or less coverall that sits at $12,369.50 for you guys.
Awesome stuff. But of course, the very next night, it is TwinsWinsDay. It goes from 7 to 9 every Wednesday. It is a lot more awesome PGL stuff happening during that time. So definitely come on out, try and get some PGL points and some nice cash prizes, because at the very end of the night, we got another game of Jackpot Jungle. This time it's the 25-cent edition, so we can get a couple more chances at it for, you know, a little bit lower price. But of course, on the coverall prize in 52 balls or less, you can get that $12,586 jackpot before anybody gets enrolled into the game. So definitely looking pretty good.
But make sure you guys sign up at PGL.world if you're coming out for those PGL nights, as that's the only way you can earn those PGL points.
That's right, but we do have a large M going out to Steve-O over at Our Place on 3rd. Nice job, Steve-O. But we got a lot of awesome stuff to talk about right now, because we got some cool national days to get into. And starting it off, actually, is a pretty interesting one. It is National Yucatan Shrimp Day. So this day on May 24th celebrates a dish exploding with flavor. Plump, peel, and eat shrimp are the centerpiece of this dish, and the flavors remind diners of the sunny summer evenings.
I just looked up photos, and my stomach audibly growled.
100%. Well, we'll get into it in a second, because we do have a couple winners. We got Juicy Loser over at American Legion Fridley, and May Wren over at Billy's Rockford. Both of them splitting up that $10 must-go prize. Nice job, you two.
Nicely done. That was game number 2. We're about to be getting enrolled in game number 3 already. Yeah, this looks delicious. It looks savory. It looks filled with seasonings and butter and just everything you want in shrimp.
Yeah, 100%. No, it looks really yummy. It just kind of looks like very, centered on the shrimp, which is, not a bad thing at all, especially if you like shrimp.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of shrimp.
So, yeah, hey, it looks pretty good to me, to be honest. It's spicy, buttery, garlicky.
They serve it like ceviche with bread and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and lime juice.
That sounds pretty good.
Absolutely.
Nice. 100%. So definitely try that out today, because, it's the national day to do so. So happy National Yucatan Shrimp Day. Hopefully you guys celebrate it right.
What's your favorite way to eat shrimp? I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably like cocktail shrimp or like shrimp Alfredo.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Or just like I don't even know, like grilled shrimp is good too.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love a good steamed peel and eat where you have the spicy cocktail sauce with the horseradish in it. I also am a big fan of breaded shrimp of any kind.
Yeah,
whether it's in
popcorn shrimp
sushi,
kind of thing.
popcorn shrimp,
I
butterflied
like
and fried, you name it, I'll eat it.
That's a pretty good point. I forget about the whole fried area of shrimp.
Oh my gosh, they're so good.
No, butter, whatchamacallit, popcorn shrimp. Popcorn shrimp are really. I was like butterfly shrimp. I was like, what? No, popcorn shrimp.
No, butterfly shrimp is what you get at like Red Lobster or like down south where they like fillet it.
Exactly. Not the popcorn shrimp.
Not the popcorn shrimp that's like this.
It's a little bit more humble. But of course, happy National Yucatan Shrimp Day.
Absolutely.
Hopefully you guys have a good one.
But today is a Tuesday, so it is in fact a state day, and it is National Wyoming Day. On May 24th, National Wyoming Day recognizes the equality state.
Okay. Craziest things to happen in Wyoming.
Yeah, I actually don't know much about Wyoming.
Let's see. 10 weirdest and strangest things that have ever happened in Wyoming. So we'll have to filter through and make sure we're reading the safe for work things.
Okay.
But just making sure. So let's see. Oh, wow. That one's pretty crazy. I'm not going to read that one, though. We do have one that – this one's pretty cool, though. It's about a spaceport. Let me make sure it's cool. Because that other one was pretty rough. But we do have – so Greater Green River Intergalactic Spaceport.
Okay.
So the Greater Green River Intergalactic Spaceport, it's kind of a mouthful, is a small public airstrip located just south of Green River. In 1994, the Green River City Council designated this airstrip as a landing field for inhabitants of Jupiter, just in case they needed to take sanctuary in Green River due to their planet suffering collisions from comets or meteors. The use of this airfield has been restricted to strictly terrestrial aircraft. That is awesome. That is so cool.
Wow.
No, I messed with that. I like that a lot. That is pretty
That is
sweet.
really cool.
That is so fun. Imagine just having an airport in your really small town, and it's really nice that you have an airport.
Yeah.
And they're like, nope, aliens only. No more humans
Nope.
allowed past this point.
That's insane.
That's awesome. That is super fun. But like only like just made it feel like, oh, you know, I know those Jupiter people probably really suffering up there. Like with all those meteors, want to make sure they have a place to stay.
Yeah, the safe place to land.
That's really fun. That's really odd. Okay. Hey.
Yeah, I've
they got a
never heard of
spaceport,
something
though.
like that.
That's awesome. I wonder if there's other spaceports around the world.
I have some less exciting facts.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Read off some of your less exciting ones.
We'll get just like the statistical
Yes,
facts out
I
first.
like
but
those.
before we go out, we have a player.
We do have a player over at Poppers taking away that line prize. Nice shot, player.
Absolutely. But Wyoming was actually the 44th state to join the United States on July 10th in 1890. It was the 10th largest state by area, and it has a population of more than 550,000, but it makes it the Wyoming the least populated state in the entire U.S.
I actually didn't know it was the least populated.
I didn't know that either. I would
It's the 10th
expect.
largest.
Yeah. It's a
That's
absolutely large state, but it has the least amount of people who live there.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the name Wyoming comes from a Native American word, which means at the Big Plains. That's
Very
pretty
cool.
Yeah, they were the first to use this name for the Wyoming Valley. That's really cool.
Absolutely. And it was the first state to grant women the right to vote in 1869.
That's really cool.
That's really cool.
Yes, and I mean, keeping on track with that, they were also the first state to have a female governor.
We love it.
That was really
Wyoming
cool.
is full of feminists.
Yeah, well, that's pretty sweet.
They have 6 different bordering states,
Wow. Okay.
completely landlocked.
So in the north part of Wyoming is Montana, South Dakota, Nebraska, then Colorado and Utah, and then Idaho too.
Oh.
That's pretty crazy.
That's insane. We do have Lucky Angie over at the Lakefront Bar taking home that $10 large M. We have a nice little run up, and you guys are in line to take home this jackpot. $1,134 on the line. It's going to have to be perfect, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's take a look. Sometimes it can happen if the ball counts a little off, but not happening this time. We got that Musco of $16 to go back on, and we got quite a few players in the race to get it. But
Wyoming has recorded the largest swing dance ever.
Okay, I think I saw that actually, like online when it happened.
Really?
Yeah,
Over
that-
1,000 swing dancers came to the Cowboy Country Swing Club and all danced together at the same time.
That's super funny. I love when people come together to just try and break random world records. It's super
Absolutely.
funny. But we do have a winner. We got Chelsea over at Mad Jack's taking away the coverall prize. Nice job, Chelsea.
I was just talking to Ian about how I would love to go to a line dancing bar.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be fun. Yeah.
And I was just watching Footloose. And I know that's
Yeah.
a movie. It's
Yeah.
cinematic. Everyone's actually dancers hired, and
Yeah.
so it's super fun to see. But you go down to the South, everyone knows the line dances, so
yeah.
you're pretty much all doing it synchronized. I think that would be so much fun. But Ian was just trying to shoot down my idea, and he was
Yeah.
like, "That's not real. Those don't really exist." And I
Yeah,
was
they
like,
do.
"Yes, they do. See, thank you."
Yeah, no. I don't know if we during gym we actually learned how to do one of those big line dance things.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
That's
No,
awesome. Was this when you were in Texas?
In Texas, yeah.
Ah,
and
I
I know
love
that
it.
sounds like such a stereotypical Texan thing, but
No, that's
that is
amazing.
an actual I'm surprised that's not more of a known thing.
Right?
That's really funny.
I thought that's on my list of things I want to do at some point
yeah.
is go to one of those bars.
And I know it's not like we practiced it every day,
No.
physical training. This is how Texans
No.
exercise. It was a fun thing. We had a
Yeah.
fun Friday. We were we get to do whatever, and we're
Yeah.
today we're gonna learn how to dance in the line dancing.
No,
and it was
I
a
mean,
while ago, so
we had that
you
too
know.
in Brighton. We didn't have line dances, but they would
Yeah.
have little groups that kids can go to and learn how to swing dance with each other and
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool.
And that was
That's
so
cool.
much fun. And
Yeah.
they used to have little after-school dances for kids to come
Oh, that's
all
really
across Michigan and go and swing dance with each other.
That's really cool. But you know, staying on track with
Yes.
Wyoming now. Wyoming is also one of the few states that have plenty of fossils.
Interesting. Yeah, Wyoming is
makes
known as a
sense.
destination for hunters that are looking for dinosaur bones, especially in the southeast part. The fossils were so many that in the late 19th century, a local
Wow.
enterprising constructed a cabin using bone fragments. The cabin remains standing to this day.
I mean, like at that point, like what else are you gonna do with the random bone fragments?
I was gonna
guess?
say, I mean, that's cheap material.
Yeah,
here.
like it's kind of cool too.
I think it's super cool.
Yeah, dinosaur bone house. That's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can find a picture of the
take
house.
a look. Yeah, I'll try and take a look too, because honestly, cabin made with, they got to Airbnb that for sure.
That would be
They
so
gotta
fun.
for sure Airbnb that. Let's see, Watson's cabin dinosaur
Fossil cabin,
fossil cabin.
near Medicine Bow, Wyoming.
Oh, it was a roadside attraction, 1932. 5,796 bones it was made with.
Wow.
Wow, that's really crazy. Just fossilized bones,
That's
like from
insane.
dinosaurs. That's
Yeah.
really interesting. Well, that's pretty crazy stuff. A little creepy.
It looks a
but-
little creepy.
I-
It looks like they look like it's just like a bunch of stones on
plate,
the
yeah.
outside, but they're bones.
Yeah, that's really crazy. Huh. Well, that's
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess it's a little less creepy once you're like, oh, there's all like dinosaur fossils
Yeah.
technically, but I mean, still, that's pretty cool though. Let's see. Two of the biggest coal mines of the world are in Wyoming.
Yeah, the Black Thunder coal mine and the North Antelope Rock Hell are the two of the largest coal mines. And coal is a huge business in the Equality State. Approximately 40% of the U.S. coal supply comes from Wyoming.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty crazy. But
Almost
of course, before we get into the next fact, we do
Yeah.
have balls dropping on this
Yes.
game. $10 must-go prize for both the line prize and the large M, and the $1,189 jackpot available on that coverall prize, and 52 balls or less to win. We got a lot of awesome people already getting after that line prize, so I'll let you guys do your thing, and we'll take a look at maybe 3 more Wyoming facts, and then we'll
Okay.
be done with Wyoming, because it is a state day. I like to you know kind of talk about the state a little bit, but let's
Okay.
take a look.
The Wyoming's highest peak is at 4,210 meters high, making it
Wow.
13,810 feet.
That's actually pretty impressive. That's pretty crazy. But we do have a winner. We got No Show over at McPete's Sports Bar and Grill taking away the line prize. Nice job to No Show. But 4,210 meters, that's crazy. I always forget how high Mount Everest is, to be honest.
Yes.
Um,
I just saw it. Someone took a video while she was at the peak.
Really?
And it was horrible. Her face had like frostbite, but
Yeah.
she was like, "This is incredible." Like
Oh,
it was
I can
just,
imagine.
I couldn't.
I wonder how much it costs to go to like on a Mount Everest hike.
I think you have to do significant training leading up to it, but I'm not exactly sure.
Let's see.
Because
what
I'm
is
sure
the-
that people.
Oh wow. $28,000 to $85,000. A fully custom climb will run over $115,000.
Oh my goodness.
And those extreme risk takers can skimp for well under 20 grand. Wow.
That is insane.
That is pretty crazy. I can't imagine paying some dude like, oh, here, $100, I'll take you up the mountain. Some great, like literally just climbing up the side of it. This is insanity.
No
Oh, my goodness.
elevation training at all.
No, he's just like, I'll take you.
Yeah,
Meet
just
me and my
pretty
donkey.
shallow. You'll be fine.
Yeah, for real. But of course, we do have a winner on the large M. It's Chelsea over at Mad Jack's, taken away. Nice job to Chelsea.
Nicely done.
But that is, wow, that's pretty I didn't know that you can kind of, I guess it makes sense you can skimp out on a guide.
Oh, it 100% makes sense.
Yeah.
You can get guides for like $10 in Machu Picchu and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you can just find anyone
Just
on
find
the
some
side of the
dude.
street. Like in Egypt, there's a man documenting his travels in Egypt, and he was like, "You have to continuously say no, or else they will come up to you with more gimmicks of how to get your money and help you be in that spot." And I was
Yeah.
just like, "Wow, yeah, they're everywhere."
That was pretty crazy. But we do have a winner. We got Juicy Loser over American Legion Philly taking away the coverall. Nice job to Juicy Loser. But whatchamacallit, I feel like, is it legal for you to just go to Mount Everest by yourself and try and climb it? Like,
I don't know.
like, can you just do that? Like if say that you're a super experienced climber and you've scaled like multiple mountains on your own, like you're a pro at it. You know what I mean? Could you just like go and do it yourself? Just like go to it.
Yes, but there's no cap on how many people can make the climb.
Huh.
You just have to get a permit.
So Interesting. I wonder.
Through
So
Nepal's tourism department.
okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So the permit is probably like a pretty decent chunk of change.
Most people spend at least 1 year training to climb the mountain.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it says in order to be successful, you have to be incredibly fit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy though. That is really really cool. Yeah. I mean, hey, that would be definitely pretty interesting stuff. But 29,000 feet for Mount Everest compared to
13,000.
13,000. That's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty close. I mean, saying that you're half of Mount Everest is pretty impressive.
I was gonna
to be
say,
honest,
yeah, that's insane.
Like so that is pretty big. But so Wyoming, and then we'll do one more little Wyoming fact.
Okay, you can choose between those two.
Okay. Let's take a look. All right, so this is 2 facts about the flag. This is pretty
Okay.
cool. The state flag of Wyoming has a figure of American bison. The state flag is a figure of an American bison. The flag consists of 3 colors, red, white, and blue. The red signifies the Native Americans and the blood of the colonists. The white represents uprightness and purity, and the dark blue is the color of the distant mountain and skies. A lot of symbolism. And also, it also
Yeah.
symbolizes virility, fidelity, and justice. The bison symbolizes the local fauna, which was once the monarch of Wyoming plains, and the seal signifies the culture of the branding of livestock in Wyoming as well.
Very cool.
That's really crazy. Huh, that's awesome. Wyoming is I mean, like,
Yeah.
I was saying, I was talking to one of my friends recently, and I was just saying, like, I've had such, like, a mindset shift of, like, where I would like to go, like in the world from, like, oh, like, I want to, spend a year in, like, in New York or, like,
Yeah.
LA or something, or, like,
No.
go to Europe. And it's like, no, like, I kind of just want to, like, get lost in Wyoming.
Honestly.
Just wander around in, like, the, some random forest.
Well, hey, they're known for the best bison burgers.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay.
I've always wanted to try a bison burger. Compared to beef, bison is less in calories, less fat, and it has
What?
more protein.
Oh, man, I wish that we could just eat bison burgers, but I would feel so bad about eating all the bison.
I know.
they
I mean,
already
we eat all the cows.
yeah, but there's so many of them.
There's so many
many of them.
cows.
Yeah, I was about to say, like they're not going anywhere anytime soon.
No.
If we started going after bison,
They would deplete
they
quickly.
would deplete pretty fast. Oh man, I mean, hey, as we did at one point
Yes.
in American history. but yeah, that's pretty interesting
Yeah.
stuff. Wyoming is a pretty interesting state. So yeah, definitely happy
cool.
National Wyoming Day.
Absolutely.
Definitely a very good one to celebrate. But we do have a few more national days to get into, and I'll pick it up with this next one. It is Brothers' Day. Brothers' Day on May 24th honors the brothers in our lives. Whether we have one or many, they hold a special place in our hearts.
All right.
Definitely pretty cool.
You don't have any brothers. You only have sisters, right?
Yeah, no, I have my 3 sisters.
Three sisters. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I only have one brother, so I'll give him a little text or call today.
Yeah, 100%. So definitely happy Brothers' Day, everybody. Maybe take this day and send out a little text to your brother or something. Let him know, like, hey, you're pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But of course, we do have balls dropped in on this game. We got the line and large end both at $9. We got the coverall prize at $1,235. And of course, you have to get it in 52 balls or less to win.
And there it is. Buck Wild over at Maple Sports Bar as well as May Wren at Billy's Rockford are both splitting up that $9 line prize. Nicely done.
Awesome stuff. But of course, we have another national day to get into, and this one is pretty awesome.
Absolutely. Is Aviation Maintenance Technician Day. On May 24th, Aviation Maintenance Technician Day honors the men and women who have worked behind the scenes making and keeping aviation possible.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, that is like one of those like kind of like super specific jobs that
Yeah.
nobody ever really thinks about. I feel
Oh my
like.
goodness. When I was at first getting into high school and I was kind of gauging what I wanted to do with what I wanted to study and things like that, I was super into engineering. And I always had this dream of being a Air Force engineer. I
Yeah.
thought that would be like the coolest job in the world. And eventually I moved on from engineering and I went to many different aspects I
Yeah,
studied.
yeah.
But I thought it was just the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, that is definitely really cool. I mean, like these, so I was like kind of have some general information about aviation
Yeah.
mechanics. They hold highly transferable skills that can be used in a broad range of industries. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, they're engineers. That's definitely pretty cool.
And they're well sought after.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, let's see, they work at maintenance and repair organizations, airlines, commercial corporate, or even general aviation as well. And obviously, I mean, that you can work in the military with that type of thing for sure.
Absolutely. But we do have VFW Vice at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home that large M, $9 going out to you. We've moved past that jackpot. $14 is that new coverall prize.
That's definitely really cool stuff. I wonder how long it takes to become an aviation mechanic.
You can either get like an engineering degree or you can do it as if it's like a trade.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So if you're doing it as a trade through technician school, like you said, training at these schools lasts between 12 and 24 months.
Yeah, only a year to 2 years. But we do have Spazwell at the Gas Can Bar and Grill taking home $14 on that must-go prize. That was game number 5 already. We're getting enrolled in a game number 6.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Nice job, all you winners on this game. But, yeah, I mean, that's some awesome stuff.
Yeah, you can just get a certification. You can get an actual degree. It really is a lot of flexibility depending on, like, the field you'd like to go into.
Yeah, 100%. That is definitely really cool. So happy National Aviation Maintenance Technician Day. I mean, that's an awesome one. That is definitely really cool. Definitely really smart people, I feel like.
I'm so excited to see the new Top Gun movie.
Oh, yeah.
We just watched the original Top Gun, and it was the first time I had seen it, and now I'm just, like, ready to watch the new one.
I've never watched it all the way through, but I've seen enough bits and pieces. Like, I know the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know the movie. Like, I know the plot and everything, but I just never, like, I'm sure there's parts of middle of the movie I haven't seen before.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, I was never really a big Tom Cruise fan growing up, and so I never watched a lot of his movies. I just wasn't into the action that he did.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
no, it's okay.
But I was about to say, I feel like I've just listened to Danger Zone enough times to, like, really have watched the movie.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, it's pretty, you can listen to the song and it's like, oh, you're kind of watching Top Gun in a way.
Yeah. The only gripe I have about this new one is the only thing I'm not excited about is Miles Teller's mustache.
Oh, does he have a mustache?
It's so bad.
Ooh,
it's
I gotta
so
look.
bad.
I gotta look. I'm very sure it has high potential to be bad.
It's bad.
Ooh, oh wow.
It's thick and dark.
Oh wow. I mean, to me, in this okay,
I think they casted him really well to play Goose's son.
Yeah.
But
there's definitely pictures in which it looks good, but then you get some actual lighting on it. It does not.
Yeah.
But like, I love Miles Teller, though.
Absolutely.
I got to say, I do love him as an actor.
Me too.
So I'm glad they casted him, but I'm not glad that they put that mustache on him.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty funny stuff.
Like, look at the guy who played his dad.
Oh, yeah, Top Gun, yeah.
Because he looks so much like him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he plays a great son, I think. 100%. So I'm pretty excited about it.
No, that was definitely, Goose had some pretty funny, like, one-liners in that show.
Absolutely.
There's so many funny one-liners in that movie.
Yes.
I feel like the majority of it has just been, like, clips I've seen on random, it's super funny stuff. But, of course, we got a couple national days left to get into. And with this next one, this is actually a pretty interesting one.
Ian was very excited about this one. And it is National Escargot Day, my friends. Each year on May 24th, National Escargot Day honors the famous French dish of cooked land snails. While escargot is enjoyed by many, it is an acquired taste. Many French restaurants serve this dish as an appetizer. And I was like, he's like, oh, National Escargot Day. And then I was like, have you ever had escargot? And he's like, no. And then he goes on to like actually read what escargot is. And he goes, oh. And I was like, I knew you weren't actually excited about this. Like, cooked snails is not up his alley.
No, not at all. No, that would never be a thing. I would definitely try it, but I don't think
I've tried it.
I don't think I would enjoy it.
It's okay. I feel like I would like them more now as an adult rather than when I tried them as a child, because I didn't like oysters. I didn't like anything of like the gooey, like squishy consistency, really. But I feel like if it had like garlic and butter and like it was just cooked and it was clean, you know, I could definitely try it.
Yeah, I feel like the closest I've ever gotten to that is calamari.
Yeah.
And I love calamari, though.
Calamari is so good.
It's just good.
I mean, it's just fried squid.
Exactly.
I just saw a clip of these kids who their entire life, they thought that it was fancy chicken.
Really? That's really
They went
funny.
on a family trip with, like, their family friends, and they were like, oh, like, you guys like calamari, like squid? And they were like, Mom, Dad, you've been feeding us squid?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only way they would eat it. But they loved it. They loved it, though.
So good.
That's hilarious. That's
But, like,
funny.
they seem to, like, put the escargot on little toasted, like Crostinis.
Like with the butter
with
and
the
stuff
butter
on
and the
it,
bread. And so I feel like I could definitely get behind that.
Yeah, something like that. Like, when you present it and, like, actually kind of make it a dish, I feel like I could definitely try it. But we do have a winner. We got May Wren over at Billy's Rockford taking away a line prize. Nice job to May Wren. But maybe if one of your bars is serving escargot, I would probably not recommend you order escargot from a bar. But I'm sure a lot of people would be looking at you weird. But maybe you're at a fancy bar and it's like
You're
a normal.
just eating escargot with your Coors Light.
Yeah, it's like, just like watching like like the NBA playoff
literally.
game. You like snack on that escargot.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
That'd be an interesting game time snack for sure.
For sure.
And then instead of like buffalo wings on Super Bowl game day, you're just bringing out
Honey,
a plate.
I want escargot.
Got buffalo escargot for you, boy.
Oh my gosh.
That's
so
such a
funny.
terrible combination. I can't believe that. But of course, happy National Escargot Day, everybody. Maybe eat them correctly and not
Yes.
buffalo sauce. But we do have our last national day to get into. It's a cool one. It is National Scavenger Hunt Day. This day on May 24th each year sends us off to find random items, all in the name of good fun. And I feel like that's what they do for escargot. They just kind of go and search in the forest for some
my
random
goodness.
snails.
If I get the hiccups right now, I'm going to be pretty upset.
This is the mention of escargot. But we do have a winner. We got Jake P over at Ride High Saloon taking away the large gem. Nice job, Jake P. If you try and like hold your breath, I
Yeah.
feel like that helps sometimes. Like just silence, trying to hiccup, hold.
I can't do it. But I love scavenger hunts.
Yes,
I
yeah,
think they
scavenger
are
hunts are
so much fun, especially when they're like the actual like clues that you
Yeah,
have to like
yeah.
go and find the answer to.
Exactly.
I definitely love those.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think like scavenger hunts that like camps usually put together were really
Oh, yeah.
good. Like I know boys like when I was in Boy Scouts as a little kid, they had really fun scavenger hunts.
Oh,
We
I
did.
bet.
But we got a couple winners. We got so close over at Rich Spring Golf Club, Chance F over at Two Brothers Bar, Zoolander over at Village Inn, Debbie Lou over at VFW Spring Lake Park, all of them splitting up that coverall prize. Nice job, all of you. I love Zoolander. I do the blue steel face all the time. It's
I
great.
have actually never seen Zoolander.
Oh no way! Oh no way! It's so good. It's such a good movie. It's awesome. It's
I've
such
had
like
so many people try and show me it, but I just never got
man.
around to actually watching it.
Maybe we'll have to watch it this week.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll watch it this week. I had it on DVD for most of my childhood.
Really?
Yeah.
I think my parents did too. I just don't think I ever.
My
watched
mom
it.
let me watch it at way too young of an age, just because she loved it so much
Yeah.
too.
That's like all the Adam Sandler movies. I
Yeah.
watched all of them way too
Oh
young.
my gosh, there was this scene in Zoolander. It was so funny, and I'm gonna tell it to you right now because I don't
Okay.
care.
That's
It will
okay.
be just as funny when you watch it. But like, and so they're all gassing up at the gas station.
Okay.
And whatchamacallit, it was like 4 of his model friends.
Okay.
And whatchamacallit, Ben Stiller is
Yes.
the main model dude. And he's like, oh, you guys was going crazy, like, and they
Is
like
it-
turning up the music real loud. Huh?
It's not Owen Wilson with him.
Owen
is it?
Wilson is in the
it?
movie,
That's
yeah.
okay. I was trying
Yeah.
to remember who his blonde
Owen
partner
Wilson, Will
was.
Ferrell is in the movie
Yes,
as well.
isn't he like a villain?
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
villain, and it's awesome. But of course, but during the gas station scene, Ben Stiller goes to pay for the gas, I think,
Okay.
or something like at
Yeah.
the booth, and then they're like going over there partying with the music all turned up, and they're like, one of them like it takes the gas. I was like, woo, like spraying the gas everywhere,
Oh,
and then
no.
Ben Stiller's like just like like, oh, you silly gooses
Yeah.
over there, and then they're all like laughing and having
Oh,
fun,
God.
like
Does he
it's like a
start the
hose.
car?
And one of them is like lights up like a cigarette, just
Yeah.
like oh ha, 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 and they're all laughing, and then it was just like,
Yeah.
and then Ben, it was like his sad arc or whatever. It was so, oh my gosh, it was such a like hilarious.
Oh my God.
Oh my god, it was
That's so
such, and then
funny.
it was like a whole like that's how the movie started kind
Yeah.
of thing. It was,
Oh really?
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, I am excited. Okay, we'll have to watch it.
It was,
sometime
and then
soon.
just like his blue steel face
Yeah.
when he breaks it out all the time. It's great.
Yes, I have seen that one.
Yeah, no, it's
You want to
great.
give us a rendition?
Oh, I can't. I don't know. I feel like
trying.
if I could have like I don't know. If I thought myself to do it, I definitely could have done it. But I can't do it on command.
On spot? No.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta
just
hype
something. It
yourself
has
up
to come
for it.
naturally.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Maybe if you guys pay attention, some point in the broadcast, I'll flash a quick one to the camera. You
Ooh,
never
yeah.
know. You never
You'll
know.
have to spot it.
Exactly. Maybe check in on the broadcast when it happens. We'll send you on a little bit of luck. But of course, we only have 30 seconds left to get into this next game. The jackpot's at $1,200. and 52 balls, 12 done. I don't even know what I was saying. $1,293, 52 balls or less to win. But we do have a little bit of Minnesota Twins news to get into, and so enough about the Zoolander nonsense. There are 26 and 16 on the season now. They've been going crazy this season.
Yeah, they're on like a 5 or 6 game winning streak right now.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It has been super crazy. But Max Kepler hit an early grand slam, and Gio Urshela's infield single in the bottom of the 9th inning gave the Minnesota Twins a 5-4 victory over the Detroit Tigers on Monday night.
Yeah, Ian asked my prediction when he was pulling up this Twins news to put in this script today, and I guessed 6-4.
Oh, man, just barely. That's a good guess, though. That was a good guess.
Thank you. I felt pretty proud of myself.
Oh, 100%. No, I feel like whenever I get even a goal off in, like, hockey predictions, I'm like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know nothing about
right
hockey.
on the money.
Exactly. But, of course, Urshela hit a grounder towards the Tiger shortstop, Javier Baez, who couldn't make a play. That allowed Kepler, who launched his slam in the first inning, to score the winning run.
All right. We do have Keither, though, over at Lucky 13s in Bloomington, taking home $8 on that line prize. We got $8 on that large M and $1,334 on that jackpot.
Awesome stuff. But, of course, Twins manager Rocco Baldelli said of Urshela, he's not going up there to try and maybe hit one in the second deck. He's trying to do something else. It was just a find-a-way kind of game, and he found that way.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It was just one of those things where it's like a very specific thing has to happen in order for us to win. So just try and find that thing, and he found that thing, like Rocco Baldelli so eloquently put.
Well, they do have another game coming up today. So about 6:40, right as MegaSota game night's getting kicked off, the Twins will be going up against the Tigers yet again. So in the meantime, if you want to show some support for them, you can play our awesome eTap game, Twins Win. You can see our lovely logo right here. You guys can check that out and pick a lucky batter in that home run derby bonus round to win some Grand Slam prizes.
Oh, 100%. Definitely let us know what you guys think of all those eTap games. They're all a lot of fun, and there's a ton of them, so there's definitely one for everybody out there. But we do have a little bit of the Twiking Zone standings to get into. That's what you guys are earning points for right now, as we're playing Twins Bingo every day from 12 to 1. And I'll let you take away the players right off the bat.
All right. Well, we had a tie in 9th place, but it got split up. But before I go any further, we do have a winner.
That's right. It's Tom over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking away that large M. Nice job, Tom.
Nicely done. But I'll hop right back into these standings because now in 10th place, getting left behind in that tie, it's Pooba over at Brian's Bar and Grill, who sits with 107,000. The player that was able to jump up out of that tie into 9th place, it was Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon, who sits with 110,000. With 124,000 getting pushed back from 7th to 8th, we have Yo-Yo over at Valley Inn. Jumping up from 8th into 7th, pushing Yo-Yo back, it was Lucky Tim at Lakefront Bar, who sits with 126,000. But with 136,000 in 6th place, we have Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue. But before I go any further, we have a couple winners.
That's right. We got Sin Bob over at Corky's Bar South Haven and Mr. Good over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Both of them taking away that large coverall prize of $12. Nice job, you two.
Nicely done. That was game number 6. We're about to begin enrolled in a game number 7. But I'm going to hop right into these top 5 players. Because in 5th place, we have GTZ at the Midi with 160,000. With 168,000 in 4th place, we have Mikey Wins at Steve-O's. 3rd place is Simbob at Corky's Bar South Haven, who sits with 183,000. Then with exactly 200,000 points in 2nd place, we have Nan, also at Corky's Bar South Haven. And in 1st place, we have Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine, who sits with 256,000.
Awesome stuff to all the players in those standings. You guys are doing some great stuff. But we do have a little bit of location standings to get into. Starting it off in 10th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball with 166,000 points. In 9th place, we got VFW Blaine with 211,000 points. In 8th place, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 220,000 points. In 7th place, it is Our Place on 3rd and Faribault with 268,000 points. In 6th place, it's Steve-O's and Crystal with 282,000 points. In 5th place, we got Eagles Rochester with 282,000 points as well. That's right. It's a tie that just formed up. Just, went right over it. But we got Steve-O's and Crystal now tying up with Eagles and Rochester. They're both in 5th place, with Steve-O's jumping from 6th place into that 5th place spot. Nice job to Steve-O's. But of course, right after that 5th place tie, now in 4th place, we got Corner Bar and Goodhue with 287,000 points. Only 5,000 points ahead of both of those locations in 5th place, so Corner Bar definitely better watch out. But in 3rd place, a little bit of a jump from 4th to 3rd because we got American Legion Fridley. They have 403,000 points. In 2nd place, we got Corky's Bar in South Haven with 490,000 points. And in 1st place, it is VFW Spring Lake Park with 784,000 points in that 1st place spot. So nice job to all of those locations and all of those players in the standings. You guys are doing some great stuff. But we only have 1 minute left to get enrolled for the 7th game of Twins Bingo. We got a chance at this jackpot over $1,330 and 52 balls or less to win. But of course, while we're talking about some awesome bingo games we're playing, we have a lot of awesome E-Tab games you guys could also be playing. We have over 50 different charitable E-Tab games as well here at Pilot Games. You can play any of them anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All of these E-Tab games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, so you can kind of choose what you want to do. And awesome bonus and free play rounds as well. So definitely check them out. They're all a lot of fun, all a lot of different themes in there.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, we have like iPads that have all the different games on there and stuff. I like going through and just looking at all the different layouts that we have.
We're almost at over 60 different charitable E-Tab games to choose
craziness.
from.
That
and
is
more
craziness.
on the way.
Wow. So, I mean, hey, once we hit that 60 marker, we'll officially have to start saying over 60. It will be a little sad. End of an era, the 50s, I feel like.
Yes.
But on to the 60s, I feel like it's a bright future.
Bigger and better things.
Oh, 100%. But we do have balls dropping in this game. We got that line prize sitting at $6.
Oh, there it is.
And we got the large M sitting at $6 too. And of course, the coverall jackpot's at $1,364.
Absolutely. But we have some fun things on this music day in history that happened. And so on this day in 1997, the Spice Girls album Spice hits #1 in the U.S., making them the first British act to reach #1 in the U.S. with their debut album.
That's super fun. I always forget the Spice Girls are not American. They're English.
Yeah.
That's something I always forget about. But we do have a winner. We got Spazwell over at Gas Can Bar and Grill taking away that line prize. Nice job to Spazwell. But yeah, the Spice Girls doing their thing on this day in 1997. What were a couple of hits on there?
Oh, a couple of their hits. I'm not sure on the Spice album itself, but I mean, there's Wannabe, there's Spice Up Your Life, Two Become One.
Okay. So I think all the ones released in 1997 are off the Spice album.
Yeah.
So I think it's Stop, Viva Forever. That one's a funny one. Spice Up Your Life, like you said, as well.
If You Want to Be My Lover, probably. I always think of the duck from Chicken Little. Chicken Little, yeah.
The ending credits. They sing the whole song.
Do they?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
I
yeah.
forgot
My
about
sister
that.
and I would like jam out to it every time. It was awesome.
It's a good
Yeah,
one.
no, it was great. It was great because it was like a cover too. It wasn't actually. It was like all the different characters singing it.
Honestly, I always forget that Victoria Beckham was a part of this group.
Yeah, that's an odd one. That is a very odd one.
She does not seem like a pop girl group singer.
Yeah, I never associate her with.
No, I think of her as regal, like fashion chic Victoria Beckham.
Exactly. No, it definitely is pretty funny. But we do have a winner over at VFW Spring Lake Park. It's Tom taking up that large M. Nice job to Tom. But yeah, that's pretty funny. I feel like Spice Girls definitely pretty fun.
I want to know
names and what all the nicknames they had.
Yeah,
okay.
so Victoria Beckham was Posh. Jerry Holloway was Ginger Spice.
Okay.
Mel B was Scary Spice.
Okay.
And Melanie was Sporty Spice.
That's really was there a Baby Spice?
Yeah, and then Emma Bunton was Baby Spice.
That's hilarious. Wait, which one was Victoria Beckham again?
Posh.
Posh. Okay, that makes sense.
Very fitting.
That's pretty funny stuff. But of course, we do have another winner. We got Not Deb VFW over at VFW Spring Lake Park. So for all of you wondering, that is not Deb. It's not her. But of course, nice job, Not Deb VFW, on taking away that $9 Musco prize.
Absolutely. We're about to begin enrolled in a game number 8 now.
Oh, wow. So actually, we have a thing happening on this day in 2008.
Okay.
42 years after releasing his first album, Neil Diamond scores his first #1 when Home Before Dark tops the albums chart.
It took him 42 years?
Why did that happen? Did they re-release it on like services and stuff or something?
I'm not exactly sure.
Neil I gotta look that up. Neil Diamond, 2008. I wonder why that
Chart topping.
Yeah, Home Before Dark. Did it? Yeah, let's take a look.
It was released in May of 2008. So
Okay,
it was like a new album for that year.
Oh wow, I didn't even know. So okay. All right, yeah, no. So he actually. So it's impressive because he released a new album and just went #1. That's pretty crazy though. So I was thinking like he re-released an album and it went #1 again, and I was like, what?
When was Sweet Caroline released? Like, how did that not top the charts?
No, this is for an album, I think.
Oh, okay.
Wait, but no, there's no way because that just says first #1 in general. Neil Diamond chart history. Let's take a look. Because now I'm kind of wondering too. So let's take a look. Oh yeah, I'll take a look at his Billboard.
Alrighty.
All right, let's take a look. Neil Diamond. He has 8 #1 hits. All right, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, there's no way. So Heartlight got a #1 hit for 4 weeks.
Yesterday's song was #1 for about 6 weeks.
Yeah, America #1 for 3 weeks, and then Desiree was #1 for a week. And that looks. Let's see. Yeah, he has 8 #1 hits though. So let's take a look. I want to see all the #1s that he had.
Yeah.
Let's see. Song Blue, #1 for 7 weeks. Wow.
Yeah. If you knew what I mean, was #1 for about 2 weeks, and then there was the Longfellow Serenade that was up there for about a week.
Okay. I've Been This Way Before was #1 for a week. He has
That's
a
a
lot.
big one.
He does have a lot. Let's see. Sweet Home. I want to try and see where.
Yeah, where Sweet Caroline is.
Yeah. Sweet Home Caroline.
Sweet Home Caroline.
Sweet Home Carolina. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, it got to #3.
Okay.
It got to #3. That's pretty bad. Like it's not bad. It's pretty good. I mean, decent. That's pretty cool. But that's funny that out of all of his #1 hits, Sweet Caroline was none of them. But he has 38 like top 10 hits, and he got 58 total songs on the top 100. So that is actually pretty impressive for sure. But yeah, on this day in history, Neil Diamond doing some stuff, and just going #1 again in 2008. That's definitely pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But of course, only a few seconds left to get enrolled into this next game.
We're in game number 9.
Oh, awesome! Right? Game number 9. Get the 9th chance at this jackpot over in $1,360. So definitely get enrolled, get your bingo faces on, do what you got to do. But for the line prize and the large M, let's take a look at what we're working with as balls start to drop now.
Where is it?
There we go. $7 on both the line and the large M, and of course $1,400 on the coverall. But we got a lot of awesome stuff happening tonight, and of course tomorrow as well, because we got a couple PGL nights with MegaSota game night tonight and TwinsWinsDay happening tomorrow. It's so sad I can't say Wild Wednesday anymore. But we do have a winner. We got Spazwell over at Gas Can Bar and Grill taking away the line prize. But with MegaSota game night tonight and TwinsWinsDay tomorrow, definitely sign up at pgl.world, become a member of our league. So even though you may be playing during these PGL nights, if you don't have a PGL account, you won't be accumulating any of those awesome PGL points, and you also won't have access to insider information, which includes a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great stuff in it. So definitely sign up at pgl.world to get all of those awesome PGL benefits.
Absolutely, and we love showcasing all the new players who sign up at pgl.world. So if you guys do so, you'll be highlighted on a special list and get a little extra bit of luck. Like we had a couple players like Chicken Dinner, Pete, HDS, Vivian, Wildlife 97, Number One Mom, Chapster, Regs, Mac MC, Trip G91, as well as Augustus BD, all signing up, and hopefully we can see them creating a little bit of shakeups in our PGL standings soon.
Awesome stuff. Hopefully you guys are having fun getting into those PGL standings. It may be a little difficult because our top 10 is pretty competitive. But
Highly competitive.
It's happened before. We had a few players last season especially at the end of the season, get pretty into the top 10. So it can happen. Don't fret. It can definitely always happen. I mean, Elsa boosting from like 5th place to like 1st place in the matter of like a week a couple seasons ago. shakeups
yeah.
happen all the time here. But of course, we got some PGL standings to take a look at. I'll let you take away these players right off the bat.
All right, well, we start off in 10th place with Reyes 22 over at the Old Town Tavern, who sits with 1,140,000. With 1,166,000 in 9th place, we have Sarah Honey at Eagles Austin, but we do have a winner.
That's right. It's nobody over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking away that large M. Nice job to nobody.
Yeah, we are moving past that jackpot, though. $11 on that Musco prize, and we got Nan one ball away.
Ooh. Of course. So hopefully we can get it to Nan. But where were we on those standings?
I just got to that 9th place spot where Sarah Honey was sitting. I was trying to see if I could give a little grace period for Nan to take the win.
Yeah, since it has been a while. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I was about to say, we got Love Laughter over at VFW Crystal taking it away. Nice job, Love Laughter, winning that coverall prize. But we are getting enrolled into the very last game of the broadcast, so get enrolled. You do not want to miss out on any chances at this jackpot. It's always at 52 balls or less to win, but I'll let you continue on these standings.
All right, well, in 8th place, we have Bucks over at Rustic Saloon, who sits with 1,174,200 points. But with 1,174,515 points, only 315 points separating them. In 7th place, we have OE50 over at Stanchion Bar. 6th place is Nixon over at VFW Roseville, who sits with 1,209,000. 5th place is Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill with 1,342,000. But with 1,487,000. In 4th place, we have Forget You D at Eagles Austin. 3rd place is Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 1,742,000. In 2nd place, we have Keith at Billy's Rockford, who sits with 2,072,000. And then with 2,200,000 in 1st place, we have Bam Bam at Stewartville Legion Post.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to all the players. You guys are doing great in those player standings. But we got some locations to take a look at, starting it off with 10th place Neighbors Pub Dover. They have 4,122,000 points. 9th place, we got Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 4,209,000 points. In 8th place, it's Leo Sports Bar in Mazeppa with 4,327,000 points. In 7th place, it's VFW Northfield with 4,552,000 points. And in 6th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord with 5,084,000 points. In 5th place, it's American Legion Cleveland with 5,250,000 points. In 4th place, we got Blashko's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 5,703,000 points. In 3rd place, we got Poppers over at Virginia. Actually a pretty big riser from last week because they popped in from 5th place all the way to 3rd place. Nice job to Poppers. But they have 5,794,000 points now. In 2nd place, we got Billy's Rockford with 6,691,000 points. And with a pretty decent lead in 1st place, it's 3rd Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 6,933,000 points.
I know. I'm hoping that they can get into that 7 million point club after tonight. And hopefully we'll even see more players or locations getting in that point club after tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%. So definitely good job to all you PGL players and locations. You guys are doing some great stuff. But we do have 40 seconds away from getting enrolled into the last game. So definitely do so. Get enrolled. You don't want to miss out on any of these chances. In the meantime, we're going to be talking a little bit about the Minnesota Wild and the NHL playoffs. Minnesota Wild unfortunately got knocked down the first round, but I think next season they're going to be able to bounce back a lot better with all the young players getting better and being able to retain some of that older talent that we have as well. But with the NHL playoffs, I think, let's see. Is it
the Blues and the Avalanche?
Yeah, Blues and the Avalanche. Let's see, Colorado Avalanche leads 3-1. The Tampa Bay Lightning swept the number 1 seed Panthers. That is craziness. Let's see, Calgary Flames, Edmonton Oilers won over them. They now lead 2-1. The Carolina Hurricanes lead 2-1 over the Rangers. So yeah, looking pretty crazy stuff for the playoffs.
Absolutely, but we are officially in this game, and we have, let's take a peek, $9 on that line prize, $9 on that large M, and $1,449 on that prize.
That's right. And just a reminder, when you're playing Pilot games and you maybe happen to win this awesome jackpot of almost $1,500, take a picture. Even if you're winning this jackpot or just having fun hanging out with family and friends playing Pilot games, take a picture and send it in to us. You can share any pictures on Facebook by posting it with the hashtag Pilot Games or sending it in to us directly, by Messenger. or you can email it to us as well at jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Absolutely, but there it is. We have Limpy over at Poppers taking home the Lion prize, $9 going out to you.
Nice stuff. But of course, we're going to go over the top 5 really quick of the Jackpot Hunter standings just to refresh you guys really quick on who is where.
All right, well, in 5th place, we got Kimmy over at Niçoise Legion. 4th place is the Crazy Kid at the Tasty Pizza Hangar, 45. Okay. 3rd place is Not Lucky at American Legion Fridley. 2nd place is Bull at Corner Bar and Goodhue. And in 1st place, we also have a Corner Bar and Goodhue player, Bobo.
Oh, nice stuff. Awesome. But of course, location standings, we got in the top 5. Gas Can Bar and Grill starting it off in 5th place. 4th place is Concordia Lanes in New Ulm. 3rd place is Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards. 2nd place is VFW Spring Lake Park. And 1st place is Corner Bar in Goodhue. And out of all these celebrity birthdays, pick 2 and I'll pick 2.
Okay, I have my first one.
Okay.
In 1938, Thomas, also known as
Awesome.
Tommy Chong, was born. The Canadian-American comedian, actor, and cannabis rights activist known for his work in Cheech and Chong.
Of course. That's a classic one right there.
Oh.
Well, another one, born in 1941. I'm going to pick this one out. We got Bob Dylan, also born as Robert Zimmerman. American singer-songwriter. I mean, you guys know him. It's Bob Dylan, born in Duluth, Minnesota.
Bob Dylan, love him. I have an absolutely massive frame printed of him while he was super young. I absolutely
That's awesome.
love it.
That is sweet. But second one you pick.
Okay, I'll do. Sorry, I'm taking it. 1965. John C. Reilly was born. The American actor known for Chicago, Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Show.
That's awesome. I love John C. Reilly. He's
like,
a funny
sorry,
dude.
I'm stealing him.
No, he's funny. But we do have a winner. We got Nobody over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking it away. Nice job, Nobody. But for my final pick, I'm picking born in 1979, Tracy McGrady, American Basketball Hall of Fame forward. He's awesome. He was scoring champion multiple times, played with the Raptors, the Magic, and the Rockets. He was really, really fun player to watch. Very athletic. It's kind of like Kobe with 2 extra inches on him. it was pretty crazy. But he got injured and unfortunately really derailed his career. But of course, he is still really successful today though. But of course, we do have a winner. We got Keither over at Lucky's 13 in Bloomington taking away that last prize of the day. But we got a really cool player spotlight to get into because it is the end of the broadcast and it's what we do here at Pilot Games. But it's about Crazy Kid over at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45. They won a huge jackpot of $35,310. Nice job to Crazy Kid, but they were supporting a really awesome charity when they did that.
Absolutely. While they're playing over at the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, as well as all the other players playing at that location, you're supporting the Italian American Club Foundation, and their mission is to preserve the Italian American heritage and culture, to promote and inspire a positive image and legacy to Italian Americans, and to strengthen and empower ties between the United States and Italy.
Yeah, that's some awesome stuff. It just leads us right back to what we say at the end of every broadcast, and that's when you guys play Pilot Games, your community wins. Have a nice rest of your day, everybody.
See ya.
Second place is Bull at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 120,000 points. And then also playing at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 149,000 points, we have Bobo in first place.
Absolutely, and it shows just what kind of implications 2 big players playing at that same location will have on these location standings, and as soon as I get to first place, you'll understand why. But in 10th place, we got American Legion Fridley, who sits with 87,000 points. Right ahead of him, though, with 88,000 points. In 9th place, we got Billy's Rockford in Rockford. And then we get into 8th place with the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop with 91,000 points. Closely behind, Shady's Railside in Rice, who's in 7th with 92,000. Then in 6th place, we have the Riverboat Depot in Sartell, who sits with exactly 100,000 points. Super excited to see them get in that next point club. 5th place, though, we got the Gas Can Bar and Grill in Brainerd, who has 106,000 points. But with 117,000 points in 4th place, we got Concordia Lanes in New Ulm. 3rd place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 190 points. Then in 2nd place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park with 219,000 points. And then, as I was saying, the accumulation of having those big-time players really has huge implications, as our first place location is Corner Bar in Goodhue, who sits with a whopping 385,000.
Well, what a great standings on both the player and location side of things in these Jackpot Hunter standings. Make sure you guys are coming out to earn some points for these standings from 4 all the way till 6, because you can earn points, but you can also win huge chunks of cash, which is super fun as well. There it is.
53 balls.